Yes.
Oh my.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh my.
What's up? How's it going? Linda donated 5 memberships. Thank you very much. BS, welcome to Nocturnal Lab Rats. Good to see you. Thank you. Good to see a lot of you guys here. Very nice. Justice, Justin now. Duty Redding, good to see ya. Amy King, Celeste, Nita, Patricia. So good to see you guys. How are you all this evening? It is, let's take a look here. Can you believe how late it is in summer already? It's like August, for God's sakes. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's fast. It goes so fast. I don't know why. Time seems to speed up a little bit the older you get, which is interesting in itself. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Love us, Scorpio. Hey, Josh, laughing cows everywhere. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. ODD1, welcome to Nocturnal Lab Rats. Let me see, what else did I miss here? Alicia Pals, Cow Tippin. Justin hit me with the lipstick, which is nice. Angel talks too fast. Member for 2 months. That's very kind of you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. And Lori, completely nuts. Love you, Josh. Love you too. Caged on the inside. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. You know the drill. Hit the like button on the way in if you like the show. If you don't, then whatever. Who cares? But, it's a sign of solidarity that you stand with the channel. Well, I don't know if you stand with the channel. I mean, whatever. Cat H, summer is flying. It absolutely is. And for the first time in 15 years, I don't have kids returning to K through 12. I now have 2 children that are both enrolled in college. One of them will be playing basketball, and it is awesome. I'm very, 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 very proud of that. And yeah. So there we go. Let's see. Jess, welcome to Nocturnal Lapras. It is an adjustment. It is an adjustment. Okay, so, I know what you're here for, and this is what I want to talk about because, it seems that as though, I try to just leave people alone. I get it. I don't leave Don alone, or he doesn't leave me alone, or I don't want to necessarily leave him alone, but it's not like I'm harassing the guy or have been or whatever, say whatever you want. I don't care. The fact of the matter is that Don Wells has a daughter that's missing and has been missing for quite some time. And it seems as though it's probably one of the least important things going on with Don and Candace. They seem much, much more interested in what the internet or the media or what anybody else has to say about them. That's their right. They're allowed to do whatever they want. Is it annoying? Sure. Are there a lot of things that are annoying in life? Yes. Do I care about Don and Candace personally? No. Am I supposed to? I don't think so. I don't have to care about Don and Candace the way that others do. It's not my responsibility. I don't do anything to put them in danger. I don't tell anybody to attack them. I don't tell anybody to show up their house. Quite the opposite. I actually do the exact opposite. I don't want anybody doing anything like that ever. And I won't support it. And you won't get a attaboy from me. You won't get you won't get it. You'll get, I'll say, what are you doing? Have all the opinions you want. Say what you want. But, we have no right to do anything to these people ever. And I've always kind of been that way. And here's the thing. Look, and I don't know if Miss Daisy's watching this. I would assume at some point she's going to see it. And I got to tell you, I am extremely I don't know about extremely. I'm annoyed. And the reason I'm annoyed is because I've been nothing but nice. I've even defended her. I've even said, I think that she's a nice lady. I think she's a good person. I think all these things. While she has these backhanded comments, and she's called me a snake. And then, she's let people up on her panel that will just say whatever they want about anybody, me specifically, but others as well. And I just kind of go, okay, well, whatever. I let it go. I should. I should let it go. But then I keep getting sent these clips. And look, what she says about me personally is the least of my concern. Most of what people say about me personally isn't really a concern of mine anymore. It used to bother me, I guess, a little bit. It no longer bothers me. Matter of fact, I kind of like it. Just knowing that I'm important enough to somebody to just rant about, and many people have done it. And Miss Daisy, you tonight are important enough for me to rant about, only because I get sent stuff like this. And it pisses me off to no end, because I don't know exactly what I've done to you to get lumped in with everybody else. Okay, no offense to anybody else, but it's just, I don't even talk about you. That's not true. I did the other night because of something Candace was doing, not something that you were doing. It was just, you happened to be the place that it was happening. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You happened to be the place that was hosting what I deemed to be a complete shit show, what I deemed to be, and personally deemed, not overall. I don't speak for the world, nor do I want to speak for the world, nor do I want to speak for you, nor would I ever tell you how to think or what to feel. But this is what I hear. This is what gets sent to me when I'm minding my own business, doing what I do on my channels when I want, how I want, just like you. I get sent this.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these damn creators. Justice for All, Prayer Garden of America, The Lab, freaking Smiley, every one of them. Yeah, y'all can kiss the backside of Daisy.
So I cut it off because I don't want to kiss the backside of Daisy's ass, even if I was invited. Daisy, I would never say to you that you needed to kiss the backside of my ass. I would never say to you that I don't think that you're intelligent. I wouldn't say to you that I think that you're a complete liability and that somehow, some way, I understand that you think by helping Candace, you're doing some good deed, when I would think that I personally think you're doing the exact opposite. I think what you're doing is hindering the investigation because you're giving them resources to latch on to over and over and over and giving them soft spots to land, giving them whatever. And here's the thing. I don't even give a damn about that, Daisy. I truly don't. I should, but it's your channel. Do what you want. Just like it's my channel, I'll do what I want. It's my brain. Let me play this again for you.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these damn creators. Justice for All, Prayer Garden of America.
And by the way, I can't speak for those other three because they're all great. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
The Lab.
He's pretty good.
Freaking Smiley.
Freaking Smiley, I know. Freaking Smiley.
Every one of them. Yeah, y'all can kiss the backside of Daisy.
So I cut it off before that.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these damn creators. Justice for All.
Okay. Well, fair. Okay. And by the way, no, Justin, wherever you are, fair enough. Okay. Right. Do you not antagonize her at times? And I get why you do it. And I look, I don't care. I think that you do it with, there's a bit of the comedy there. There's a bit of funniness and I totally get it. Okay. So here, that's fair. Right. She's sick of what? Okay. She's sick of it.
Prayer Garden of America.
Okay. That's fine too. Now I don't, her and Prayer Garden have a thing going back way long ago. Okay.
The Lab.
Where did I get thrown into? I got thrown in before Smiley. Now, I don't know if Smiley has a beef with Daisy. I would assume so. I assume most people that have a beef with Daisy are people that do not like Dawn and Candace. I don't have an actual beef with Daisy. But I do when I hear this kind of stuff.
Freaking Smiley, every one of them. Yeah, y'all can kiss the backside of Daisy.
Okay, so first and foremost, I want to say this. Daisy, and I don't know if you're hearing Daisy, you are welcome to come up and have a conversation with me because I would prefer that. But what I'm going to tell you is right now is that I don't care what you're tired of. I don't care what you're sick of. I don't care how you feel about the case. I don't care your thoughts on the case. I don't listen to you for your thoughts. I don't turn to you for your thoughts. I don't turn to you for information or any. The only thing that I turn to you for is to hear Dawn and Candace make assholes out of themselves over and over and over again. Because you provide them with that platform the other night. And here's another thing that I see is that Candace was in your chat telling you, oh, I'm having a really bad night. Well, come on up, Candace. Come on up. What kind of friend is that? Why don't you get offline, go call your friend, don't post about it, don't talk about it. You don't need to be the liaison to the masses on how she's doing. Nobody's asking you to do that. A real friend would not do that. She's having a bad day, so you want her to come up on your channel. Why? Well, I know why. Because people want to see Candace emotional. And you know that. You're not as dumb as you think. Or you're not as dumb as people say that you are. You're not. But you're also not as smart as people or as you think you are. It's just not the case. And I'm telling you right now, you and Miss Christine as well, you guys are all real nice people until you're not. Miss Christine's always been pretty nice to me. But why report back about Candace's mood? She's going through a really rough time. No shit. She should be going through a really rough time. She's lost her boys. Her daughter's missing. They're under investigation. Supposedly they have no money. She's married to Dawn. You know, of course she's having a bad time. Of course she's having a bad day. Of course. Of course. It's just not a surprise that she's having a bad day or that she's having a bad week or if she's having a bad year. We all know. Everybody. Of course she's having a bad time. You don't need to tell us that she's having a bad time. We know it. Daisy, we know that. Mohawk Mom says, Josh, her views were dropping. Then in comes the Wells. Well, check this out. I'll tell you this right now. It's a contrarian type situation. And if you can kind of there's a few people that are kind of jockeying for that spot. And right now it seems like Daisy has that spot, but you know, we got a couple other, I don't say his name cause I can't remember it, but the guy looks like he's probably snorted 17 Adderall and, sweats profusely just sitting there. He wants to be the spokesman for the Wells. Daisy wants to be, who else wants to be? You know who else wants to be? Tim Mullen. All right, great. Awesome. It's fantastic. They're jockeying for the spots of I don't know. I don't know what Cher's doing. I really don't. Last time I checked, Cher was completely against Dawn. I don't know where she stands, and I don't care. I truly don't care. But why are you going to tell me that you're sick of what? You're sick of me feeling the way that I feel? Why is that? Why do I have to feel how you feel? What did I do to you to make you throw me in? And nothing again. I love everybody that she mentioned. I like Prayer Gardens. I don't know if I love her quite. Just kidding.
Yeah,
No.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these damn creators. Justice for All, Prayer Garden of America.
I love that she gives Dawn hell, and she's very good at it.
The Lab.
The Lab. What did I do? You're sick of what? What is it that you're sick of? And by the way, I'll tell you this as well. I don't bring you up. Especially on the lab when I'm doing shows about the wells, which, by the way, I haven't really done that many recently. I know I put out a video yesterday and I had a live about 4 days ago or something like that. But, you know, you guys, I don't know how often you guys are doing it, but that's totally fine. You guys are welcome to do it all you want. You don't need my permission. You don't need my blessing. Just like I don't need your permission or your blessing. You're not going to change my mind. Look, you think that you're the first person to tell me that you're sick of the way that I cover Don and Candace? Don and Candace have told me that. I'm sure that you're sick of it. But guess what? Keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. I don't know why you feel the need to mention me in your little shit salad of people that you can't stand, because I don't mess with you. You're not on my radar. I don't give a damn. I don't want to feel how you feel. I would rather use common sense. And while you're at it, please be nice to your sister. You're both YouTube creators, and I like Jinkies, and it's not even that I don't like Daisy. I don't even, you know, it's just the weirdest thing. I don't know how I don't feel anyway. Okay, I'm allowed to not feel that way, right? Happy Friday, Lulu. Thank you, Lulu. Good to see you. Keep it up, Josh. Apply the pressure. We got Dina81 in the house, becoming a YouTube member. Good to see you. Daisy. Smiley says, hey, FTFO. And we all know what that means. Good to see you, Kayla. Member for 4 months. Very, very thoughtful. Thank you so much, Kayla. And we got Terry B. What's up, Terry? Going, meow, meow. Meow, 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 I get carried away. I do. I used to love to make that like cow sounds. Like, Don told WB was Wiener Baby. Don told Wiener Baby Candace got a $400 Cash App today. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that they do it all the time. I'm sure they get it all the time. Does that surprise anybody? Yeah, Wiener Baby. That's all I could think that WB stands for. What WB stands for here is Wiener Baby. Be better if it was BW, Baby Wiener, or something like that. Let's see. What do we got? WB, Wiener Baby, wiping butt. Oh, I like that one. Wiping butt. But once again, it would be way better if it was BW, butt wipe, which would even be more appropriate, right? I think it would. Butt wipe, wipe butt. whatever, teeny peen. Oh man, I don't know where that came out from. Oh, okay. And so here, Wiener Bish. Here's another thing that I can't. I really, for the life of me, look. I don't know what Daisy cares about. I can only assume what Daisy and her crew care about, and I don't claim to know what they feel. But to say things to me like, hey, you don't care about Summer, you don't care about this case, you don't want this case to end. I pray for this case to end all the time. You know, there's people out there that say, oh, well, he doesn't even talk about the case when he's not on. If you talk to my family, they'd be like, look, you're going to have to stop. And I have. For the most part with them, because I try and tell them, I try and fill them in, and they're just like, you know, not as interested or invested, but you know, they loosely do. But the simple fact of the matter is, this case needs to be solved. I don't need this case, just like this case, honestly, probably doesn't need me. And somehow, some way, I have tried to slip away. And I just keep ending up back here because I care about the case, and I care about the people that follow me that care about the case. Don't tell me what I am passionate about or what I feel or who I care about or what I care about. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me what to do. I don't care what you're sick of. You can be sick of anything that you want, my friend. Be sick of it all you want. Doesn't matter to me.
Freaking Smiley, every one of them. Yeah, y'all can kiss the backside of Daisy. Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these damn creators.
Well, I tell you what. Everybody's heard the term because it's just like a common term, but I don't think people really understand when it's happening until it's brought up. But there's this stupid term called reverse psychology. And what it is you attack, you are basically just making the other person think that they're wrong when in fact you're the one that's wrong, or doing the exact same thing that person's doing. Could also be called a double standard. It could also just be called straight up lying. But the fact of the matter is, you know, they use these terms like tragedy pimp, or, you know, exploiting this or that, or this or that. Look at my title. You know, there's no hashtag in it. There's nothing. It's just it's like 4 words. That's it. 4 words, nothing more. And yet these creators beg Don and Candace to come up. They beg them. I hate having Don or Candace or whoever. I hate having them come on the show in an impromptu way. I don't like it. I never have. It never goes really well. And you know, I think I've probably had Dawn on my show probably 3 or 4 different times. And each time sucks more than the time before. It all sucks. I can't stand it. I don't like doing it. Whatever. But like anybody, I say, hey, if I'm going to drag you, if you want to come talk about it, fine. Just like I'm giving Daisy the chance if she wants to come talk about it, or else, you know, after this, you know, this is me being nice. And trust me, I am being nice. I'm not going to call you names. I don't know how much older you are than me, but you're older than me. And I'm going to respect that. I'm going to respect my elders. But at some point, after everything. I'm just tired of you bringing my name up because you don't like the way that I cover a case. And I'll tell you this right now, you're a Johnny come lately. I've been talking about this case long before you were here. I'm sure I'll talk about this case long after you're done with it. Like what you said, what you have said many times. I don't know how many times you've said this, that you're done with it. You know? Done. But you come back. Fine. Fine. Do yours. I'll do mine. Daisy, Justin will do theirs. Prayer Garden. Look, I can't. I'm not trying to control Prayer Garden. Prayer Garden's had to go at me before. It sucks. But, you know, it's over. Jamie says if you say anything negative against the Wells, Daisy don't like you, but she believes a 5-year-old SA poor 12 or 24-year-old. Yeah, no, I agree. That's the thing too. You know, I also heard Daisy say this. She would say, look, Candace has lost everything. Dawn has lost everything. And to me, that's true. I don't know if they see it that way. They don't act like they've lost everything, but in all reality, everything that really truly matters, and Dawn and Candace don't matter, but their children do matter, and they have lost everything that most people would be devastated and couldn't get out of bed because of this. They're not just running around, you know, hanging out, laughing, chilling with the hotel people, smoking, whatever, you know. So, like I said, I'm totally for anybody having an opinion. But Miss Daisy, I truly feel in my heart and soul, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, that your opinions are dangerous. Your opinions are reckless. I never mentioned it when you brought up Rose being alive, but that was some of the craziest shit I ever saw. In all honesty, I don't know if I've ever seen anything that insane. And it was insane. You're ill-informed. You're a newbie to the case. You've flip-flopped harder than anybody has ever flopped before. And, yeah. What? It was nuts. Do I have proof of her statements causing actual harm? Are you talking about Daisy? Do I have proof that Daisy has caused actual harm? Is that the question? Was that is that what you mean? I'm not sure if, I think that I prefaced it by saying that, like, in my opinion, so I don't actually need proof because I just feel what she's doing is dangerous. I mean, she legitimately said that a lady that has been missing for close to 14 years was alive. And that, I mean, it was nuts. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. It was like, I really just, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's an opinion, but it's a little bit more than an opinion, because Padlock, how would you feel if you had a friend, family member, brother, sister that had been missing for 14 years, and somebody pops up one day on YouTube going, "Oh, I've found the real Rose. She's alive." Guess what? Newsflash, they didn't find her. Guess what? Nobody still knows where she is. I think that that's harmful. I don't know how much proof you would need of that to be harmful, but it seems pretty harmful. I'll tell you, if I was related to Rose, I'd be pissed off. I wasn't even related to her, and I was pissed off. It's crazy. Sylvia K says Rose has children out there. Of course she does. And by the way, I think that it is also not a really good thing to, I don't know what her, I don't know what, is going on with her children and things like that. But here's what I do think about that. Without any actual proof, without verification, without anything other than, I think, to insinuate that this lady is alive and that she ran off on her two very, very, very young children. Her very, very young children, and just left them. Is exactly what you're doing. All right. It's exactly what she's doing. That's what she's doing. I would, Daisy can go anywhere that she wants and talk to anybody she wants and bash anybody that she wants. I don't care. Daisy will pal up with anybody that will allow her to, and especially when you're being a contrarian. By the way, and Daisy, I mean, you can absolutely talk about. You can absolutely just talk about everybody else's issues, yet you have personal public fights with your little sister, and you're cool with that. You're totally fine. Like, that's okay. Everybody else is a piece of crap besides who? Candace and Dawn. She takes, by the way, here's another thing. Didn't Candace lie about the brakes and oil change situation? I watched it. I saw it with my own two eyes. Daisy was like, "Oh, well, I told everybody that you needed to get your brakes fixed." She's like, "Well, I do, but. Well, I do, but." So it sounds like Daisy was asking for a bunch of people to donate to help Candace fix the brakes on her car, and instead she got an oil change. I mean, I don't know. What happened? What happened? Then she goes on to say, oh, yeah, I'm real mad at Dawn, insinuating that Dawn was hitting Candace. I don't know if she was or I don't know if he was or if he wasn't. I know that he has been accused of that before, and I wouldn't put it past the guy 1 second. But I'm pretty sure that if my friend was getting whooped on by her husband, I mean, that's game over. We're no longer, like, I'm no longer good with that person at all. Because that's psychotic. Not only that, and then, you know, like I said, Dawn saying racist things is probably the 27th thing that's most offensive about him. But instead, you beg her to come up on your panel, Daisy, and talk to her and spill her guts and say, hey, what happened? Were you, what happened? And then Miss Christine slides off and says, oh, hey, y'all, I just called Candace. She's having a really rough time right now. And then, boom, you see Cash App, Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. It's a good little system, I'll tell you that. And don't pretend, do not pretend that that's not what you're doing. Because it is. Everybody knows that. Everybody does. If it was really a person, like, you know, oh, y'all, that's personal. That's personal. That's personal. Is it? Then how about turn off your camera, turn off your internet, head on over, give her a call, and don't tell anybody what you talked about, and it won't be discussed by anybody because nobody will know. Because there are some things that people happen to say to others that don't make it out here. Truly. If she's your friend, then keep it to yourself. If she's your friend, then go comfort her in her time of need. If she's your friend and not your puppet, which I think is what she kind of is, your puppet, because you get the most views when she comes on. Less views than the people watching this right now, which should tell you something about how shitty of a program you're running at the moment. But just call it what it is. Call it what it is. Just call it what it is, guys. It's not a thing. It's just not, like, the being disingenuous about it is probably the worst part about it. Yeah, of course they are. Why wouldn't they? Just this, and let me see here. I agree. Now there's a new channel modded by some real winners propping the cow and Glazer and fuming about PG and Justin. It's like, who are you? Well, here's the thing too. I don't care about them either. At all. None of them. Not one of them. Not one of them do I care about. Not one of them bother me. It's all talk. It's all semantics. That's what we're doing here. We're just talking. Talk. Talking. All right? I understand the repercussions of talking about another creator that has an audience. What they'll do is they'll turn around and talk to the audience about you. But I just don't know why I keep getting brought up, because I don't care about your channel or your relationship with Candace or your relationship with Dawn or your relationship with other creators. And I say that in air quotes because there's very few of those. I don't even, let's just say people who turn on a camera and sit there. No, they don't even turn on their camera. Forget that. Very few do. And pontificate. And instead of her coming over here and hashing this out, she goes somewhere else. Yeah, probably. No, I'm just kidding. What's the question, Jody Sue? What is that? Of course she blocks anybody. Of course she does. Of course she does. You know, Smiley, and one thing that I've always noticed about Smiley, and shout out Smiley, what's up, is that Smiley doesn't make a dime off the case. I don't think she makes a dime on YouTube. She absolutely did mention the blue couch the other day, and she said it had been gone for 6 years. I know that that's not true, and it's not something that they want to talk about, but no. Yeah, she did deny it. She said it's been gone for 6 years. Jose said it was there when he was there, and about 8 months later, McDonough showed up in that shithole, and the couch was gone. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's just not something that Dawn wants to talk about. I know for a fact was not gone for 6 years. I do too. It's just more lies, and then when they're confronted with it, then they're cheerleaders. By the way, once again, I want to say this: Dawn and Candace have lost everything, and I would somewhat agree with that. I don't think that they feel that way, but I think that that is pretty accurate. I don't know if I don't know about. That I don't know about. I really, I don't know. I don't think so. Hold on. Sorry. I didn't want to. But Josh, all you have to do is look her in the eye and know she's telling the truth. Yeah. I mean, they passed lie detector tests, for God's sakes. I don't know, Jody Sue. I don't know what Daisy said. I only know that she said this.
For all, Prayer Garden of America, the Lab, freaking Smiley, every one of them. Yeah, y'all can kiss the backside of Daisy.
What the hell? I could understand her telling PG to kiss her ass. I could understand. I don't know the situation between her and Smiley. I really don't. I'm sure that Smiley's not fond of her. But I don't know if I've ever heard Smiley go after her. Maybe Smiley has. I don't know. Fair enough if she does. But I can understand her going after Prairie. Even Justin, because he dresses up and twerks, you know, I'd be like, you know what? Screw you. I could see all that. I just don't know what I did to her. I think it's just only because I don't agree with her, and that I don't necessarily like Dawn and Candace. And but that's the thing. Don does like me. I think he does. At least he used to. I never liked him. I actually disliked Don a lot. I think he's an asshole, a jerk. I'll have to look, and then I will. I want to make sure, but yeah, I do have those.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but but whatever, you
Right.
know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He said sound. that's it. But I don't want to be friends with them. I don't. I have 3 friends. That's enough. It's like that's too many. I have 3 friends, maybe 4, possibly 5. It's way too many. I'm really not into like accepting new clients, especially ones that have not been cleared in a missing child case, and when they're suspects. I mean, I think that I would be. I would probably try to shoot a little higher. I'm not saying I'm better than them, but like usually when I want friends that like, you know, like, man, you're a good person. I'm not, but you are. Thank you for being my friend. I don't think that I would get that from Donald. I don't think we'd be good for each other. I think we'd both be really toxic, and he pissed me off one day, and then I'd kick him in the balls while he was eating his chili that he loves so much from Wendy's. I'd kick him in his balls probably. Because I know that that's just that is the equalizer, the ball kick. And so, but that is, it really is the equalizer. You know what? I've never heard this quote before. Kathy, was Audrey Hepburn. I don't have room for any more friends until one of them dies. Yeah, I don't even know if then. I don't even know. I don't even know if then would be a good time. I'd pass him a Bible. I put out that clip today, that conversation that him and I had back in February, and it was extremely contentious, and it was extremely, out of control. It was extreme. It was everything. It sucked. But he said that, him and I, I've been your friend. And I've been your friend. It's not true. It's absolutely not true. Oh, wasn't Candace? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't keep up day to day with what Don and Candace do. I really don't, because it boggles my mind that they're able to do what they're doing while they have had 3 children stripped from them by the very corrupt state, according to Tim, and according to Dawn and Candace and Daisy and her sycophants and stuff like that. But it's just not. It's not something that I really can worry about because there's nothing I can do about it. It's not up to me. But the more that they quote unquote move on, the more obvious, and it couldn't to me get any more obvious, that they never intended for this to blow up in this way. They thought they'd do a few interviews and the case would go cold and there wouldn't be, enough to it. And Daisy, in my personal opinion, got sick of, she was a criticizer of the well. She accused Dawn. I know she apologized, but come on. You don't have that strong of feelings about stuff and somehow someday wake up and go, you know what? I'm wrong. That doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You from going from one extreme to the next on a theory or a gut feeling is unstable. And I think that that's what she did. She said things to Dawn that not even I have said. Ever. Never. And so what better way to get Dawn and Candace on your side than to say, hey, let's support them. And everybody that watched her felt the same way. They felt the exact same way. And now they're saying, oh, well, let's be nice to them. Because maybe if we're nice to them, it'll help them. It'll help find their daughter. Maybe if we're nice to them. So how long do we do that? Dawn, Candace, we really like you. You guys are really nice people. We don't think you did anything. Throw your Cash App up. Aww. Here we are. So what do you know? Daisy. Or no, Candace. So what do you think happened? I really don't know. Oh, okay. She said she don't know. And then block everybody. Yeah, Strawberry Kid. I think so too. Yeah, I think that's how I am interpreting this. Patty Ponytail says, thanks for all you do. Thank you, Patty. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's very nice. Look at that. Back-to-back Patties. Love that. Yeah, now leave Can alone. I mean, so that was enough, right? We're done there. Who let the cows out? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I do think that we all get kind of caught up in everybody else's bull. Look, Don and Candace are under investigation by TBI, FBI in Hawkins County. And if you don't think that they are, they are. It's been talked about. Everybody's a suspect, meaning everybody that's there, not everybody in the world. And I hate that too. Such a play on words, like, oh, everybody's a suspect. Really? Everybody? Everybody? I do. I do say shit skis on this channel sometimes and ass. I think I've even said the F word on here before. That's cool though. It's at what is it? It's like 9:20 West Coast time, which means, we're into a new day on the East Coast. You guys can handle a little bit of tough skis, shit skis, right? Hold on. I want to show you guys something. I wanted to do this earlier, and I just want to show you something. Because I think it's important, and I'm sure some of you have seen this. Just give me a second to upload it. Where is it? Here it is. All right. I want, and I don't know if Daisy will see this or not. Probably, but it's really not that important. But okay, so this is a picture of Candace and her children. Beautiful picture, lovely family. The kids are adorable. I don't have a problem putting the kids' picture up because Tim puts it up every day and other people do. And I believe they're safe and away from them. Can you tell me what's wrong with this photo? Does anybody have any idea? Did the chat go? Has chat been freezing for people? Yeah, I guess it was. She's sitting there in the house, ripping a heater with children under 8 years old. I don't know how old Summer is in this photo, but she's just sitting there smoking away. Couldn't even be bothered to go outside and have a smoke. Holy, I mean, it's just, yeah, ripping a heater. It's called smoking a cigarette. And, the other day I was talking to Noel and I was talking to Linda and I was like, dude, do you see this? Do you see this? Now, some people may not think that this is a big deal, smoking cigarettes around children, but I can assure you that it is a big deal. I can assure you that it should be criminal. I can assure you that it is damaging to those children in ways that we could not even imagine. And guess what? It's just a Tuesday evening. Couldn't even put the smoke down. I think it's illegal. Yep, it's illegal here as well. It's illegal here as well. And it should be illegal. Now, what does this prove? Nothing other than that this is horse shit. This is stupid. This is ridiculous. Got to sit there and inhale her cigarette smoke because her ass is too lazy to go outside. I don't see an ass. She probably just flicks the shit wherever she wants. It's disgusting. I think kids should be taken from their parents just for that. I truly do. If you got a problem with that, I don't care. It's disgusting. I am glad that those kids aren't near. Miss Daisy, I'm so glad that those kids are away from her and they can breathe clean, fresh air every day. They don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to, people smoking cigarettes sitting right next to them. It's just disgusting. It pisses me off to no end. And this is like, you think that that's okay? That's, by the way, this is one of the least problematic things that they probably do. It's crazy. That's who we're going to champion for. Okay, well, got it. You're sick of us. You're sick of all of us, but you're not sick of that. What about the lies? What about the manipulation? What about the... No. It's all good. It's all good. Miss Daisy, I don't know what I did to you, but I don't care anymore. You got something else to say? We can go deeper. I'm just scratching the surface. I don't want to. I really don't. But I'm sure not going to tell you what I should talk about, or I'm sure not going to conform to what you think I should talk about, or what you think that I should care about. Just like I would never expect you to conform to what I care about or my way of thinking, even though in this situation it's right.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these damn creators. Justice for All, Prayer Garden of America, The Lab, freaking Smiley, every one of them. Yeah, y'all can kiss the backside of Daisy.
I'm all about like being more respectful to each other and talking to each other with a little bit of grace and humility, whether or not we agree or don't. Just how it is. We don't have to agree. We just don't. We don't have to see eye to eye, and we don't, and I don't care. But I would have never told you unprovoked to kiss my ass just because you don't like the way that I feel about something. But I'll tell you what, in this case, I'm going to make an exception. Miss Daisy, kiss my ass. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.
Oh my.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? This is a certified hood classic.